Welcome to Innovation Day 2015. My name is Barbara Ghiglino, working in the network management area, and this is our research corner. The demo I'll show you is part of a European project called Input, part of Horizon 2020 program. The project has been set up by Genoa University, Ericsson, and two telco providers, Telecom Italia and Cosmote. The purpose of the project is explore the possibility to move from a centralized remote data center, the cloud, into the telco network. And from a research point of view, we are looking for new disruptive approaches to improve the performance and the scalability of a distributed data center in the telco network. Input is a three-step project. The first step is our demo, so build up such kind of network infrastructure, SDN and network function virtualized base, integrated with our Ericsson Network Manager via standard API to get the information provided by the controller, not only on the physical layer, but also on the virtualized layer. And Roberto from Genoa University is the coordinator of the Input project, so we'll show you exactly the details of the demo and the demo itself.
Well, thank you, Barbara. We are working in improving the scalability of next generation network function virtualization software-driven networks. And for this purpose, in this demo, we started by changing something on network function implementation. In our research prototype, called DROP, we redesigned network function virtualization in order to host multiple sessions, multiple data from users in a single instance of the network function. And we added some API to add and drop session users to this network function in a very simple way. Let's see. The demo setup is composed by a switch to servers. They are really physically present in this building, in another room. So it is not simulated, this demo. Let's see what the servers contain. Here we have an hypervisor switch, a logical switch inside. We have the host system and two instances of network function. This chain of network function represents, for example, the virtualization of an home gateway. So we have a firewall, we have a NAT, and bound to this network function we have 10 users. So only one instance for 10 users. What happened in this demo? Happened that we generate a DOS attack, a denial of service attack towards one of these users, the user A, and and the policy that the Ericsson Network Manager is sending to us is to keep the alarmed user, the user receiving the denial of service attack, on the same server, and to migrate all the other users to another server. So the clear advantage of this approach to network function virtualization is that the migration is very lightweight, because we only migrate the configuration for that user of the network function and the state, the present state of the network function. So let's generate with real traffic generator this attack. And we can see here the user A that has the video not working. On the other side, we have the video seen by the user B that in the meantime was migrated to another server. And here we saw that we had more or less no performance decay. If some performance decay happened, it's not due to the reaction time of the system, the time that we need for migrate, but the time for measure that the CPU hosting the firewall network function takes. At the same time, our system gives some feedbacks to the Ericsson Network Manager. If we can see in the last screen, here we can see that the system raised an alarm on the CPU usage, and it's able to understand the reason. The user A received an alarm. The user A is under a DOS attack. So in the next steps of the project, we will use this information. Okay, please, Barbara.
Thanks, Roberto. So let me explain the next step of the project. Next here, what we try to achieve is, with the data coming from the controller that you have seen, try to identify new KPI to improve the scalability and optimize the usage of network resources. You can consider that it's really important in such kind of network, try to identify which are the reliable resources that we can use to move the user data from one server to another. The first step is really challenging because in such kind of infrastructure, we'll try to realize a real personal mobile cloud services. So put in place which are the main requirements of the project: scalability and mobility of user data from one point to another point of the network, and verify the zero latency requirement. So stay tuned on NMS channel.